the program and increase funding for the programs, will our coast suffer? And will you enjoy economic growth? Will you be able to restore those areas for many of you?
Chesapeake Bay is not part of the National Estuary Program. It was really the model that the NEP was formed based on. But I would like to take the opportunity to thank Congressman Elaine Luria for introducing legislation to restore the authorization for the Chesapeake Bay program. And I might also just mention one notion. Estuaries are the first line of defense for the impacts of climate change on coastal areas.
But they don't believe in climate change.
Just if you are concerned about increased storms, sea level rise, warmer water, estuaries are the first line of defense. Call it whatever. Estuaries are too important not to protect for the benefit of people living in coastal areas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If I may, and Will said it earlier, the glue is much what a lot of this funding provides. And I have no doubt that our estuaries of national significance amongst those 28 programs that are out there working day in, day out, if this funding were to go away, they would be greatly diminished. And the services that they provide would also be greatly diminished.
We think we have a model program in Wisconsin. We get to go back and tell the Wisconsinites that we have a partnership with the federal government. They care about clean drinking water. They know that adaptation is important for climate change, that they recognize that people in Wisconsin often have challenges turning on their drinking water to get clean drinking water. Economic development aside, the human health implications about what we're doing with this funding is part and parcel to saving babies' lives, saving communities, and reducing the harm. So our commercial for Governor Evers and I is that Congress gets it, and thank you.
Thank you very much. There is a problem sometimes, and I've heard that topsoil has been part of the problem, contamination. Is there a problem with the farmers or the agricultural industry not participating or being slow in participating in cleanup?
I've certainly gone on record to say that farmers in the state of Wisconsin are part of the heavy lift in changing their own practices to preserve the soil that is already there, beginning to use cover crops and using different management practices to reduce harm in our estuaries.
Good.
In Puget Sound, we're working on a really interesting initiative called Floodplains by Design, where we work with the farm community, the flood community, and the salmon habitat community to come up with projects that actually benefit all three. So we're reducing flood risk, improving salmon habitat, and maintaining sustainable working lands at the same time. So farmers have definitely been part of the solution.
In the Bay Area, the farming is not really the issue, but storm runoff is a significant concern. So we're investing in considerable, green infrastructure to retain and allow waters to go back into the ground before they reach the bay to reduce the pollutants.
Thank you.
In South Louisiana, in the Pontchartrain Basin, we are the recipient of the waters from 41% of the United States, and a lot of that is America's heartland and the farming country. And we can't achieve any successes without the cooperation of farmers. We've seen great successes. It's come a long way over the past several years, and especially in South Louisiana, we have a great working relationship with the farmers in South Louisiana. We have a lot of dairy farms in our basin, and we haven't been able to achieve those successes without their cooperation. So we really appreciate their support.
Great. Anybody else?
Farmers put a lot of their own money into conservation, but they need technical assistance and they need cost share dollars.
Are they getting it?
And they are getting much of it through the federal farm bill, the conservation article. Critically important for Congress to continue that conservation funding in the farm bill. So farmers want to do the right thing. They, like municipalities and even corporations, need some help in getting the job done.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Mr. Westerman.